Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Kanooz Ashraf. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has said this is a new Pakistan and we are determined to demonstrate to our people that the state is capable of protecting them. Meeting of the Federal Cabinet is underway in Islamabad with Prime Minister in the chair. Addressing the 6th Ministerial Conference of the Budapest Process on Migration Issues in Istanbul, Minister of State for Interior has said Pakistan has effective migration policies. Pakistan and Belgium signed a memorandum of understanding in Brussels today to enhance cooperation in business and investment sectors. In occupied Kashmir, the Joint Resistance Leadership has strongly condemned the unrelenting attacks on Kashmiris in various Indian cities and states. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka by 8 wickets in first ODI of Pakistan-Sri Lanka blind cricket series in Colombo today. And now the news in detail. National Security Committee has said in unequivocal terms that the state of Pakistan is not involved in any way, means or form in Pulwama incident and it was conceived, planned and executed indigenously. The forum, which met in Islamabad today with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair, said Pakistan has sincerely offered investigation of the incident and dialogue on the issue of terrorism among other disputed issues with India. The committee urged the global community to play its part in resolving the long-pending Kashmir issue in accordance with UN resolutions and aspirations of the Kashmiris. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that this is a new Pakistan and we are determined to demonstrate to our people that the state is capable of protecting them and believes that monopoly of violence stays with the state. Meeting of the Federal Cabinet is underway in Islamabad with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. The National Assembly today adopted 4 motions authorizing the Speaker to constitute parliamentary committees on finance, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor Project, national security and Special Committee on Kashmir. Motions to this effect were moved by Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Ali Muhammad Khan. Highlighting the main functions of the Committee on CPEC, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Ali Muhammad Khan said it will oversee CPEC-related projects and monitor their timely implementation. It will present periodic reports to both the House of the Parliament. About functions of the Special Committee on Kashmir, Ali Muhammad Khan said it will monitor human rights violations and atrocities being committed by Indian forces in occupied Kashmir and raise them at appropriate forum. It will work to increase awareness about Kashmir dispute both inside and outside of the country. The committee will mobilize world opinion in support of right of self-determination of people of Jammu and Kashmir as well as the principal stand of Pakistan on it. Iranian ambassador to Pakistan Mehdi Hunardost called on Minister for Railways Sheikh Rashid Ahmed in Islamabad today. He extended him an invitation by the government of Iran to attend the opening ceremony of Qazvin-Rasht-Astara railway route. The envoy said Iranian President Hassan Rouhani will be the chief guest in the event to be held on 6th of next month. Speaking on the occasion, Sheikh Rashid Ahmed said collaboration in improving the rail network between Pakistan and Iran will be in the mutual interest of both the countries. He said Quetta-Taftan-Zahedan rail track will be upgraded on fast-track basis. Minister of State for Interior Shahryar Afridi says Pakistan has effective migration policies that are implemented through robust legal and administrative frameworks. Addressing the 6th Ministerial Conference of the Budapest Process on Migration Issues in Istanbul, he said Pakistan continued to host on an average more than 1 million irregular migrants from neighboring countries and the region for over 4 decades. He said these migrants have enjoyed social mobility, employment opportunities, and access to health and education. On the sidelines of the conference, Shahryar Afridi held meetings with the ministers of Interior of Turkey, Greece, Croatia, and Minister for Refugees of Afghanistan and exchanged views on various aspects of migration. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain says no change in weekly holiday calendar is under consideration. In a tweet today, he said all such rumors regarding change in this regard are baseless. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said provision of education and healthcare can alleviate poverty from the country. Addressing a ceremony at National Library in Islamabad today, he said China is a leading example for us, which used education and provision of healthcare to develop the society. The president said Prime Minister Imran Khan is also focusing on these two areas. He said Pakistanis are compassionate people, but poor governance in the country remained an impediment for progress and development. Pakistan and Belgium signed a memorandum of understanding in Brussels today to enhance cooperation in business and investment sectors. This historic MoU was signed between Trade Development Authority of Pakistan jointly with trade and investment bodies of three regions of Belgium. This is for the first time that all three regions of Belgium have jointly signed an MoU with any other country. Speaking on the occasion, Ambassador to Belgium Nagma Alamgir Hashmi said that trade between Pakistan and Belgium is on the rise and an increase of 49% in the bilateral trade has witnessed last year. Former Indian Supreme Court judge and chairman of Press Council of India, retired Justice Markandeya Katju, has warned the Modi government not to even think of any so-called military strike against Pakistan in the wake of Pulwama incident. In an interview with an Indian television channel, he said Pakistan is a nuclear power and its armed forces are well on their guard at the borders and the line of control. He said thinking of any military strike against Pakistan is not a joke, and any misadventure by India at LOC would evoke a strong retaliation and the Indian army would end up with a bloody nose. To a question, Justice Markandeya said, Indian leadership has alienated the Kashmiris, particularly the youth, due to their own unrealistic and oppressive policies spanning over the decades. In occupied Kashmir, the joint resistance leadership comprising Sayyid Ali Gilani, Mirwais Umar Farooq and Muhammad Yasin Malik has strongly condemned the unrelenting attacks on Kashmiris in various Indian cities and states. In a statement in Srinagar, they urged India to realize the fact that videos, news and images of Kashmiris being beaten, vandalized, looted and humiliated would only promote hatred among humanity. The leadership said the attacks on Kashmiri students, including females in different institutions across India, businessmen, tourists, and people from other walks of life in every aspect, are a dangerous trend. They said for the last 1 week, Kashmiri students, businessmen, and tourists are being beaten ruthlessly by unruly mobs. Shops and business centers are being looted, vandalized in broad daylight, with police, in many cases, watching as mute spectators. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka by 8 wickets in first ODI of blind cricket series in Colombo today. Batting first, Sri Lankan team was bowled out on 216 runs in 31.5 overs. In reply, Pakistan chased the target in just 18.3 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. The second ODI will be played at BRC Ground, Colombo tomorrow. And Pakistan Super League Karachi Kings will take on Peshawar Zalmi at Sharjah tonight. The match will start at 9 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, thunderstorm with snowfall over the hills is expected at isolated places in Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. To end the news, headlines once again. Prime Minister has said this is a new Pakistan and we are determined to demonstrate to our people that the state is capable of protecting them. Meeting of the Federal Cabinet is underway in Islamabad with Prime Minister in the chair. Addressing the 6th Ministerial Conference of the Budapest process on migration issues in Istanbul, Minister of State for Interior has said Pakistan has effective migration policies. Pakistan and Belgium signed a memorandum of understanding in Brussels today to enhance cooperation in business and investment sectors. In occupied Kashmir, the joint resistance leadership has strongly condemned the unrelenting attacks on Kashmiris in various Indian cities and states. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka by 8 wickets in first ODI of Pakistan-Sri Lanka blind cricket series in Colombo today. That is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website, radio.gv.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com, Radio Pakistan News Official.